They just wrapped up the podium for 157. Myers Shapiro again, the champion. Here at 174, Simon Ruiz going up against Jack McGill. Those are the two bids into the NCAA tournament. Nick Incontrera, who finished third, he'll have to be an at-large, but McGill twice now defeating Incontrera, a highly ranked wrestler who's 14th. Ruiz, 2 spots above that in the most recent coaches poll at 12. He's the #1 seed. And how about the freshman from Morristown, New Jersey, the Del Barton product, right out of the gate? He has looked like the man at 174.
Yeah, Simon Ruiz, really, really tough. Loved watching him in high school, and he's just transitioned super well into the college level. And, you know, I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in Philadelphia in a few weeks.
2-time New Jersey champion. Now, he had a recent loss against the #16 wrestler in the nation, Miles Tackett of Bucknell. He's bounced back from that to get the tech fall 18-2 against Drew Cleary in the semifinal round. Meanwhile, McGill, he had that sudden victory against Nick Incontrera to go 2-0 against the Penn standout. And he's going to try for another big victory here against Ruiz, but it was a tight matchup the first time. 10-8 decision for Ruiz on February 2nd. Certainly the case where you imagine if it is that close here, the drama is going to continue. Will be the first 3 going to Ruiz. Ruiz needing the full 7 minutes for his tech fall against Cleary in that semifinal round. How about Jack McGill, though? A situation where not getting the plaudits in the coaches poll or the RPI, but he picked up the big dual victory, got the 2 seed over Incontrera, and rightfully so. It was by a major decision. But then getting the job done in this tournament as well. He has earned his ticket to Philadelphia, and if he can get a victory here and get that first Columbia Ivy champion, it's going to be a huge boost of momentum for what's to come for him.
Yeah, McGill's been wrestling really well all year. Obviously, 2 wins against a really tough Nick Incontrera. You know, he's got a tough opponent here in Simon Ruiz, but he has wrestled very well throughout the tournament so far.
It's a senior in McGill versus a freshman in Ruiz. Trying to make it 3 in a row for the Big Red after there was 3 in a row by Penn. Princeton having their winner at 125 and Mark Anthony McGowan. And again, Columbia, they are well represented, sending 5 to the NCAA tournament. And they have a second consecutive finalist here. Unable right now to find a way against their Cornell opponents as the 3-0 advantage continues on the mat return by Ruiz.
Yeah, Simon's really tough on top too. Just really good technically, just can score from a lot of positions, is really sound when it comes to mat wrestling. Just all around phenomenal wrestler.
McGill has 20 seconds to try to get on the board here. This riding time would be right around 2 minutes if the advantage can stay for Ruiz to close out this first period. Well, based on how the last match went, all that action was in the first, and then it became defensive, and we heard Julian Ramirez mention he thinks he has the best defense in the nation, or one of the best defenses in the nation. We'll see if that's the route Ruiz goes, but he gets the mat return on the restart attempt by Jack McGill. 3-0 the score through the first 3 minutes.
Takedown, ride out, 2 minutes of riding time. Pretty good first period.
Jack McGill, all Ivy second team, and Simon Ruiz named the Ivy League Rookie of the Year. The Wrestler of the Year was Myers Shapiro. Mike Ray, the coach of the year, and Cornell, the coaching staff of the year. So a sweep 4 of 4 for the major awards. No surprise for the Big Red and what they've done over the years. They get a win here. They move to the team lead on the scoreboard, surpassing Penn, as after the escape, the trip, the takedown, and now a 7-0 lead for Simon Ruiz. McGill was able to put up 8 points on Ruiz in the dual match earlier this year. So he's got to have the confidence he can come back, but it's going to have to come down to just getting that next takedown to make that confidence go into action.
Yeah, no, it's 7-point deficit right now with riding time. He's going to have some urgency here as this time keeps ticking down on him.
The first task, though, is to get an escape. Was close there. Ruiz keeps control, return to the mat. Riding time, if they can get to 3 minutes by period's end, that riding time point will be locked in. Simon Ruiz, perhaps hitting his peak at just the right time. It's obviously something you kind of know how to prepare for it when you're a sophomore, or junior, or senior. Not quite when you're a freshman, but it does seem like Ruiz is understanding the assignment here.
Yeah, no, he's just, again, really, really on his game. And he's just firing on all cylinders, doing everything really, really well. Mat wrestling is just suffocating.
Dominating here as the riding time advantage now ticks past 3 minutes. Can he ride it out here in period number 2? Oh, there's a warning given to Ruiz, and they'll head back to the center of the mat on the restart with advantage still to Simon Ruiz. They've been rotating officials here, the referees, I believe 5 in total or 6 in total among the crew. Everyone's staying fresh here, I guess, over this long day. As a stall warning to Jack McGill, we begin our first match right around 10 o'clock. And so we've been going at it here for the majority of the last 10 hours. It's been a fun day, but one I'm sure everyone's going to feel a little bit exhausted, the officials included, when this is all done. Third period, 7-0 the lead for Simon Ruiz. He rides out the second. The riding time point locked in. If it stands here, it'll be a major decision and a bit of bonus for Cornell and the team standings to move ahead of Penn. Columbia has yet to lock in that solo third place against Princeton. But what a showing by this Lions squad here today.
Yeah, been very impressed with Columbia's team. They've been wrestling really tough and came out here to get on the podium, and they've done so in a few different weight classes now.
Fedlin had that run from the 6th seed to 3rd place at 157. Lorenzo Frezza, and what was just matches 4, 5, and 6 of the season, earning his ticket to Philadelphia at 141. And then you also see, obviously, for the Lions, 165, 174, 184. Tickets are punched, but trying to get the comeback here at 174. Up next at 184. It's going to be another Cornell-Penn matchup to come. Columbia can get a 6th, though, into the NCAA tournament, as they still have Vincent Mueller alive going up against Ashton Davis for that lone heavyweight spot. That will be the 26th and final pre-allocated bid to be locked in. That's to come later. Here in short time, Simon Ruiz hanging on tight. He's looking for the shutout and the major decision. McGill's going to run out of time to try to get points on the board. The last seconds tick off as Simon Ruiz with the shutout is the first Ivy League champion at 174. He gets the applause from his teammates and fans. And what is showing by the freshman from Del Barton, taking care of business. He got the early offense, got the later defense, the same type of thing we saw before at 165 from the senior Julian Ramirez. We now see it from the freshman Ruiz, and we send it over to Nick Costco.
I'm here with their 174-pound winner, Simon Ruiz. Ivy League champion, that's got to feel pretty good. 3 in a row for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we train for. The next goal is NCAA champ. We're going 2 weeks. I'm excited.
Has your mindset switched from a tournament like this and all of a sudden for Philadelphia in 2 weeks?
Nothing. You know, I came in this tournament thinking I'm really good. I'm pretty stinking good, and when I have that mindset, I can do a lot of great things.
You are pretty stinking good. Congratulations to Joy. We'll see you in Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Thank you to Nick and Simon. As we're going to be heading off to break, Cornell, a major decision. They move to top in the team standings, ahead against Penn by 2 points. More after this with 184 coming up.